Hello and welcome back to Insti, and we are continuing the council. And last episode, we actually ended up being drugged and wasted, and woke up with most likely with a dead person who was worried about her well-being. But the question is, was she murdered, or was this some elaborate scheme to get back to me and my mother by killing herself? Possibility, even. And to be honest, we don't even really know if she is dead, but we will find out, because this is episode 1 part 4 Gorgon, whatever. And yes, we got some experience, and we go 4 available points. That means erudition, 2 points in there, and it's on level 1. Then I still had 2 points. Logic, I would want to raise also, but do I want point and point? Tricky. I'm recording. I was just checking. I could get 1 point each, but do I want? Or do I want to go... Ooh. I have no idea, is it worthwhile to get 1 skill level? Okay, I'm going to take a risk here, and I raise up diversion and erudition to number 1 and validate. Yes. So that was prologue. Mind scans and Gorgon. Okay. Now we are continuing our quest onward. So we have 5 left. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1. So 3 parts in these, I think. And is it? I'm guessing you can actually play these parts. But anyways, we are not going to do that. We are going straight to where is my mother. Let's go.
How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
We are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine.
All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister.
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother.
Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet. Monsieur de Richet, I am arresting you for the murder of Elizabeth Adams.
Of course you are. And a manuscript. And let's see. What do I want? Well, basically... this would be the most appropriate. We need books. Science, linguistics, and erudition. Difficulty. What do we also have? Logic, maybe. Logic, science, erudition. Erudition. I'm probably massacring that. I could go towards logic. That could be actually quite helpful because that means I only need... Yeah, I'll take that. I think that was my main idea. Hide and seek.
Is there nothing you want to say, Louis?
It wasn't me. I didn't kill her.
I'd much rather have met you under different circumstances.
Lord Mortimer, believe me, I'm very conscious of the gravity of the situation. Everything seems to point to me as the one who killed Elizabeth, but I swear I am innocent.
Out of respect for your mother, rest assured that I do want to believe you.
And all I want is to be able to prove it to you. When do we start?
We already have. Tell me, Louis, how do you feel?
A little bit trapped like a rat.
I feel like a rat trapped in a maze.
Interesting.
I beg your pardon?
Sarah also felt like she was trapped like an animal.
Where are you going with this, my lord?
Sarah's behavior grew odd before her disappearance. Her attitude changed. She became prey to outbursts of violence and a number of temporary absences. I'm just trying to make sure that you don't go getting lost like your mother did.
You're not suggesting that I might have killed Elizabeth and that I don't remember, are you?
I don't know, Louis. It's just that what with your mother and now you, it's rather a lot. The more I take stock of the situation, the more I'm under the impression that you've been set up. But before going any further, I must inform you that Sir Gregory is about to arrive. He is coming to question you about the murder of poor Elizabeth, whom he was very fond of. He is quite determined to find the culprit, whomever they may be. So, convince him of your innocence. Then we can continue this conversation.
Okay. Let's see. We finally met William Mortimer. We don't know weaknesses or strengths. Marquis of Westfordshire and peer of Great Britain is an extremely rich English aristocrat, as discreet as he is influential. Yes, we can see that already. Social gatherings on his private island off the coast of England. Yes, we know. So, and yes. This should be interesting. Persuaded Emma Hillsborough to reveal her secrets. You can equip one extra manuscript. Can I? I didn't realize. I probably cocked it up then.
William, I would like to see you a moment before we begin. In private.
Let's step outside a moment. Louis, this will only take a few moments.
Of course. course, son.
All right, let's take this chance to look around.
Okay, what can we find out? Napoleon Bonaparte, we asked what were you doing yesterday. Monsieur Bonaparte replied, after talking with Lord Mortimer, I spent evening playing cards with Sir Gregory, Mr. Washington, and His Eminence Piaggi. Sir Gregory won. When asked, did you notice anything strange throughout the evening, Monsieur Bonaparte replied, at daybreak I thought I saw someone on the balcony, but couldn't see who it was. Statement of Duchess Hillsborough. When asked what were you doing yesterday evening, the Duchess replied, I spent evening in Monsieur de Richelieu company. We admired the works exhibited in the Manor Gallery. While going up to bed, we ran into Miss Adams. As I was tired, I left Monsieur Richelieu and Miss Adams in conversation and went to bed. When asked, did you notice anything strange throughout the evening, the Duchess replied, no, not that I remember. Okay, Bonaparte. Balcony. Someone. Daybreak. And the Duchess. Where's that? Heals. Spent time with me, of course. And cards with Gregory, Washington, Piaggi, Gregory, 1. Interesting. Yeah. If that helps at all.
Please, sit back down, Louis.
This sort of behavior is not working in your favor, young man. Monsieur de Richet, you were found standing over Miss Adams' body. We must shed some light on your responsibility in this tragedy. We shall then decide on your fate. But you must know that if you do not convince us of your innocence, it will cost you dearly.
Really?
Now you are going to tell us everything that happened last night, without leaving any detail out. First things first, how did your evening begin?
I was with Emily when Elizabeth turned up.
Duchess Hillsborough and I were returning to our rooms when Elizabeth came upon us.
Oh, so you were with the Duchess?
Yes, we were talking. We were walking up the stairs, and it was late.
Where did you come from?
I don't remember. We came from the small salon, I believe, and
then?
We were heading for our rooms when Elizabeth burst into the corridor, barely dressed. She was panic-stricken and insisted on speaking to me. So I found myself in Elizabeth's room. We sat down together. She insisted we have a drink, or she would refuse to confide in me.
What exactly did she want to speak about at such a late hour?
Well, about her childhood with my mother. Yes.
She was distressed. She just found out that I was Sarah de Richet's son and sort of insisted on telling me about the horrors my mother made her suffer. She was convinced she was going to die.
It turns out she wasn't wrong. And what happened next?
Then she told me she had poured laudanum in my glass. The next minute I was on the floor. When I woke up, she was lying in a pool of blood.
That is all you have to say? You expect us to believe that you have no idea what happened to her?
Yes, because I'm telling you the truth.
How can you possibly expect us to believe you?
Gregory, we must consider every possibility.
Well, you might check the
Louis,
glasses.
do you have any idea who could have done it?
Well, I really don't know. Could be my mother, even me, hell, but to be honest, I don't know.
Look, frankly, it's beyond me. I just don't know.
Monsieur de Richet, don't you think it would be in your interest to help us find another suspect?
Well, Jacques Peru.
Why don't you ask him where he was last night?
Monsieur Peru? What would his motive be? Do you have any proof?
No, not exactly, but he'd already roughed her up once.
Monsieur de Richet, you should not accuse the first person to come along without at least some proof.
Oh,
I'm
come
sure
on.
you are worthier than that.
Can you think of anyone else?
Let's finish this, William. I don't rightly know how we can give the benefit of the doubt to an individual who can manipulate the truth to absurdity.
Louis, unfortunately, you haven't managed to convince us. You will agree that you had the time and the motive to commit the murder. I am devastated, but I must agree with Gregory and declare you guilty.
Well, of course. Well, that went.
Gentlemen, if you please, wait. There is something else. Elizabeth ended up telling me why my mother had tried to treat her.
The voices in her head, is that it?
She spoke to you about them too, didn't she? Gentlemen, I'm not a doctor, but she was persuaded she heard voices in her head. You don't think she might have killed herself,
By
do you?
stabbing herself 9 times. I find that extremely unlikely, don't you?
What? Stabbed 9 times?
It appears that the murderer walked up and stabbed her several times from behind. We counted 9 gashes in all. All of them were relatively shallow, and they were all given from roughly the same angle of attack. Traces of blood appear to prove that she was standing throughout the attack.
Okay, shallow slashes.
I might not have the strength of Hercules, but if I had stabbed a woman, I'd probably have made deeper cuts.
Sounds plausible. I have to admit, you put forward a powerful argument, Monsieur de Richet.
I think that will be all, Gregory. The benefit of the doubt suffices.
Well, apparently I should have said my mother's.
I would like to thank you for helping us shed light on what happened last night. To be honest, you are not the only suspect. I'm prepared to believe you were drugged. Our poor Elizabeth hid the stuff everywhere, and I could smell laudanum on you 3 yards away.
So you knew it wasn't me from the start?
We weren't sure. Louis, I am sorry, but everything points in the same direction. I only know one person on this island who might have had a big enough grudge against Elizabeth, who has no alibi, and whose behavior is, well, suspect.
According
Not
to
to
you.
mention dangerous.
Tell me what happened before my arrival. I think I've been patient enough.
You don't need us for any of this. So come along, Monsieur Peru. We are leaving.
Well, fortunately, I didn't know that.
Right. It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
Is she even missing?
She isn't missing, you know.
What?
What do you mean?
My mother has left traces in every nook and cranny of your island, my lord. She's definitely here. Now, what worries me most is why she doesn't show herself.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities, and yours, in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the canon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me.
Only one. I helped the lieutenant.
Isn't Bonaparte a bit young to deserve so much attention?
Well, you come straight to the point. I like that. Indeed, if you knew just how much you remind me of him. Trust me, I'll wager that Monsieur Napoleon will soon prove himself. I'm working on it, at least. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play, and I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Ah, thank you so much. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what is said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
I have no faintest idea.
If only my mother had trusted me, but she remained very mysterious. I'd have been delighted to answer your question.
Is this usual for her?
As head of the Order, secrets are her bread and butter, as you can imagine. That said, it's the first time she hasn't let me in on the reason for her trip. And it intrigues me, to tell you the truth.
Well, I am sure that Sarah will explain everything once she reappears.
Yes.
There's something I still don't get. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
Well, I think that is obvious because well, these are almost similar, but vary of someone, maybe.
Her not coming back to the manor after so long makes me wonder if she is wary of someone.
Well, certainly. But whom?
Even you.
The only ones who were present during her stay were Sir Gregory, Duchess Hillsborough, Mr. von Wollner, and myself.
Interesting. Hillsborough, that's who also went missing. Adams as well.
You forget Elizabeth Adams, my lord.
That's true. But Gregory and I arranged it so that they wouldn't run into each other. I thought it had worked. Do you think that your mother felt she was in danger because of Elizabeth?
It's possible.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
Again, only your word for it. What do you know?
Tell me about her disappearance.
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once.
Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol. Then, before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on. That means my vision on the wharf, it was actually happening inside the manor. Mother shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for? Why would she do that? Excuse me, but between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation, until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. May I be in charge now?
The room is just opposite Mortimer's study.
So I guess I can't go up. No. I think I need to make a little tour and see what we can see before we enter the box room. As tedious it might be, what is this? Oh. Okay, it's this, so... Oh no, I can't leave there. Okay. Well... Cock. Let's see.
There are burnt papers in the chimney. There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says, we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is on to us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be? Who could she be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
Okay, man with sword. Well, something like that. Oh, okay, I can trust in my faith in the man with the sword. Oh, wrong button. Does that mean that I really don't have to make notes anymore? That would be awesome, although I do enjoy make notes. So, to be discovered, interesting. I'll be sure she is dead. She was dead earlier because George Washington thought she was dead. Is this some sort of a bamboozle? Nothing to be here. Okay. We still will meet one more person. More jelly. I do enjoy my jelly. I think I said that already. I'm sorry. There's definitely something important. Oh, okay. Let's grab that.
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
As beautiful as ever. And we will. Yes, they're blink. Okay.
What is this disc?
Oh, I wish I had the science one. But if I can take it, I'll take it. Lodestone. Okay. Around magnet. That most likely will be handy for us. Actually, there was what I was actually thinking. Yeah, in the Mortimer's library or Mortimer's room where we were, there was the Mara over the chest of the person. I think it's the nightmare painting. I can't remember. There's the horse also. Can't remember the painting name, but yeah, there's the creatures sitting all over your chest.
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
A second time. I have occultism. I have the story. Let's go with occultism.
The fierce opponent of the first Christians, St. Paul is suddenly struck by the call of Jesus Christ and converts.
Yes.
It's the best known conversion in Christian history, which teaches us that even enemies of Christ can be saved, and even become his greatest apostles after finding faith. From what I can recall, the account of his conversion could be found in the epistles to the Galatians, the Philippians, the Corinthians, and the Acts of the Apostles.
Yes, and he started to turn pagans.
Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
Chiaroscuro. I can't remember if it's Caravaggio actually perfected that or somebody else. Light and shadow and light. Yes. I don't think I can actually. Yeah. Or can I? No.
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio. Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
Okay, I would. That was not my intent. I was hoping if I could see the other choice, but you can do. You can only make one choice, at least in that situation. What do we have here? Carmelite water. So I'm already full. What can I do with that? Can't remember. Skill use is free. I should maybe use it sometime. Oh, I can actually, yeah, check. So I got display immunities, vulnerabilities full, and Carmelite water full. And those I need more. That is something where I probably go, but before that, oh, there's something. Ah, collector's coins. I guess we are done with this room, at least.
The door appears to be locked on the other side.
We could use the magnet, perhaps.
I think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like a key falling to the floor.
Let's use the disc.
We'll see if it works.
It's open.
Yes, it is. Melon. Okay. Okay. There's definitely something, but I'm gonna go this way.
St. Paul painted by Guido Rini.
Ah. Man with the sword. Yes, I will inspect it later. More honey, more royal jelly. Man with the book. Nothing to do with... yes, full. Well,
Painting of St. Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Rini.
Even more Guido Rini. Okay, and what else?
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Rini. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Apparently. So I can't... Can I?
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Rini. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Okay, yes. I thought I could do something, but at least not for a moment. Sophie's Trials. Oh. Robertus Anglicus, 2070. An important book on subtle art of Sophism. Okay, and you.
St. John is known as the youngest of Christ's apostles. Well, we often give credit to St. John for having written about the apocalypse in the last book of the Bible.
Yes. Let's hope
St. John, painted by Guido Rini.
And book.
The New Testament.
Can I analyze? Okay, have I actually missed something? Hopefully not. Bible is famous.
This book is incredibly precious. I believe this is the book my mother referred to when calling upon the Lord.
Okay, and famous.
This volume dates from the first edition of Gutenberg. It's the first book that was ever printed. The pages are covered in annotations in Latin, French, and Hebrew. Someone spent years studying this Bible.
And what is it?
A volume of the Gutenberg Bible.
And read. Okay, I go. Is there a point to read all of this? Maybe. Let's.
Wherefore, as by one man sin entered into the world, and death by sin, and so death passed upon all men, for all have sinned.
Okay, I think I need more information before. Oh, there is definitely something there. Ah, collector's coin, and that is the second bling. And here is
The drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Rini. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
Okay, that's enough. And
a chest with the occult symbol representing air.
ooh, I use the left key, use the right key. What? I don't have enough subterfuge, but I think I have one earth symbol, and this needs air. Well, unfortunate. So, have I missed a key? Or is it something I can find late? Oh!
Amber crystals.
Well, that was quite fortunate, if I'm completely honest. Did I see something flash here? No. I don't think so. It seemed like it. Or was it this door? Probably this door. Well, man with the sword then.
St. Paul painted by Guido Rini. St. Paul is shown holding a sword. Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. No, what does that mean?
Paul spoke. Wait. Do I not secret code or information? Let's go with the secret code.
So we have the figure 11 twice underlined, and a story of a group of pilgrims who it looks like Paul is speaking to. Maybe it's a code. There must be a connection. A text on Paul must be somewhere, and it must be associated with the figure 11. But what's the story with these pilgrims? I mean, a connection with the figure, maybe?
And let's go with the sum of the information. Do we learn something?
So we have the figure 11 twice underlined, and a story of a group of pilgrims who it looks like Paul is speaking to. Maybe it's a code. There must be a connection. A text on Paul must be somewhere, and it must be associated with the figure 11. But what's the story with these pilgrims? I mean, a connection with the figure, maybe?
Okay. So basically these gave the same answer.
Of the 4 apostles shown in this piece, Paul is the only one who isn't an evangelist. He is the 13th apostle.
And anything?
St. Paul is shown holding a sword.
Can I? Yep. Yes.
Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. No, what does that mean?
Okay, so these were... Okay. Well, we are going to check the Bible, which I really should know a little bit better, but I can't remember. What do we have? Paul in Rome. What do we have? Gospels and Acts of Apostles. I think it's the Acts, but I might be wrong. And let's see what we can find from here. Well, there's 11. Uh, 11 twice under Well, let's see what the chapter 6 verse 11 says.
Then they suborned men, which said, "We have heard him speak blasphemous words against Moses and against God."
I don't think that was the... I don't think that was the right one. What do we... What about here? What do we have here? Okay. So maybe this.
I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. Oh, wait. A note from Mother is carefully folded between the pages here. What does it say? Dear E, I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the code of the two groups of pilgrims would mislead you. Pick up the package. You know where, and hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply, hidden behind the youngest apostle. What? The youngest apostle? What does Mother mean by that?
We already know that, but E. How many persons with E we do know? Elizabeth Adams, most likely not. Could be. Emma Hillsborough. Any other? Emily Hillsborough. Oh, there's the Emma. Twin sister. Any other E's at the moment? Emily, Emma, Elizabeth. Okay, where was the... Is it here? I think it's here. Well, he doesn't have a beard.
St. John is the only apostle painted in this gallery who hasn't got a beard. Hey, wait! That means it's him. He's the youngest apostle. Oh. Right. This painting is therefore associated with the answer which E had to give to my mother. Now, I just need to know how to recover the answer.
So, observe and scrutinize frame. Well, let's scrutinize frame.
The painting looks like it's been taken down recently. But wasn't my mother said that she would wait for an answer hidden behind the apostle? Ah, of course. There's something written behind the painting. On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add one companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean?
Can I hear that again? Okay, I have to... Okay. Think about the figures. I need to use some honey.
Oh. On the second day, the pilgrims listened to the prophecy of the young apostle. The prophecy of the young apostle, that was John. And the prophecy mentioned is most likely the book of Revelations according to St. John.
Yes, most likely. And okay. Let's see. Book of John. Oh. Well, basically there's only 4, so...
Now, there is a Jerusalem by the sheep market, a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches.
Okay, not that one. John.
And he, bearing his cross, went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in Hebrew Golgotha.
Okay, and I'm just making this by choices I can't remember the book of John.
He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God.
I guess I'm reaching here.
I and my Father are one.
Okay, let's go back. Oh. Come on.
On the second day, the pilgrims listened to the prophecy of the young apostle. The prophecy of the young apostle, that was John. And the prophecy mentioned is most likely the book of Revelations according to St. John.
Okay. What else I can do? So let's
They should add a companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their ranks. I imagine it applies to their code, the one Mother set up with the pilgrims. What's this? A group of pilgrims who Paul was talking to, and now John is telling them prophecies?
Right.
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Or am I overthinking this and I shouldn't actually use the Bible? Okay, I'm... Book of Revelations! Oh no. Oh!
And the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times and a half a time, from the face of the serpent. Hey, a new note. It's been folded carefully in the corner of this page. The writing, it's not my mother's. S. I found the book in your effects. I've concealed it where no one can get their hands on it. I can assure you, awaiting your instructions, I will hear your reply like he who hears the angel. Hears the angel? What does that mean? Oh, it's probably the place where she was expecting to get the location of the next note.
Oh no. What else? Here's the angel. To be honest, that was just luck I picked the right passage. Here's the angels. Here's the angel. Okay. Oh, I should have probably opened these. Right. I find the book in your effects. I conceal it where no one can get their hands on it. I can assure, awaiting your instructions, I will hear your reply like he who hears. Ah, angel. Where's the painting? Where's the painting? Who heard the angel? I definitely should remember that. No. Was it here? Nope. Okay. No. Hey, whoa. Can I take that? Oh no, that was the Carmelite water. Where was the angel? There's the angel. Matthew. Was it Matthew?
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew.
Yes, Matthew.
Painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
Yes, Matthew. So, let's see the frame. Let's see the frame.
There's something else behind this painting. It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
Half of... Oh, can I? No, half of each group. Join city. Corinth. Okay. Let's see. Think about the town called in Corinth. Maybe letter to the Corinthians.
Must be the group of pilgrims mentioned from before. I guess maybe the city of Corinth is a reference to the epistle from Corinthians in the Bible.
Okay, Corinthians is, let's see. Epistle. Oh, there's two. Well, this is going to be pure guesswork. I bet I'm missing something quite a lot.
If we have hope in Christ in this life only, we are, of all men, most miserable.
It wasn't that.
For you are bought with a price. Therefore, glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are God's.
Yeah, I guess this is not the most optimal way.
For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom.
Am I actually...
Now, therefore, there is utterly a fault among you, because ye go to law with one another. Why do ye not rather suffer injustice? Why do ye not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Ah, look, here's a message. It is of paramount importance that no one finds it. Watch out for the Prussian. He's on the trail.
Okay.
Let's meet up. I'll leave it to you to organize the rendezvous. Not today. I'm unable to do it. In the meantime, I'll follow the first group to Mark, who will reveal the answer to them. And that first group of pilgrims, how many are there now? If I refer to the chapter I'm reading at the moment, 6.
6? Oh, I haven't actually paid attention. Yeah. So let's see. Where's the mark? 6. We use that. IE mark. Okay. Let's inspect surroundings just because. Ah, okay.
Little characters are engraved on the chest of drawers under the urn. It's a sentence in Hebrew. Choosing the Hebrew alphabet is no coincidence. It's got to be a reference to the Bible.
Okay, I'm actually stumbling just through this. Just a piece of
There are
it.
finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all.
8, okay. Candlestick.
No, nothing of value here.
And behind the painting.
It's too cumbersome for me to unhook here, but judging by the dust, it hasn't been moved for months, if not years.
Okay. Can I look the frame?
There's nothing worth noticing here.
So...
Little characters are engraved on the chest of drawers under the urn. this sentence in Hebrew.
Oh no. This is going to be just pure guesswork, so... Anything else we can get from this painting?
Painting of Saint Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni.
Okay, we have number 6 and 8. Let's go with Apostles Mark. Ah.
And he became very hungry and would have eaten, but while they were made ready, he fell into a trance. Hey, there's a note here. A message from Mother in reply to E. We must leave urgently, but first I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare. Watch out for Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be the last message. What happened afterward? If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare? I must go beyond the nightmare. What does she mean by that?
Well, basically it could be literal, because I think she's meaning the painting, the nightmare.
Clearly she must be trying to do something useful, but what? The nightmare. Does that remind me of anything?
It's an object.
It probably has to do with an object or something. Granting that this is the case, where might it be found?
It's a second floor, because I think it's a second floor. Yeah. Mortimer's study. Yes.
Yes, it's the painting that was behind Mortimer's study. Well, let's see if Mortimer has anything to hide behind his painting.
Great success.
Mortimer's getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
Okay. I guess I have to join. The Bible part, basically, basically, yeah, what happened there? I should have been a little bit more observant. Half of them I just stumbled through. Basically, you could just go through every passages of the Bible and hopefully find and finally find the right answers, which isn't of course the optimal way. But anyways, I forgot the number 8, which was in the dust. I just basically choose the passage which said number 8. If you have checked the pilgrims, but probably with those. So I hope you didn't really get annoyed. I should have been more observant anyways. I got lucky with the nightmare painting because I always enjoyed that painting and that caught my eye. So I could have found the conversation between my mother and her partner. Yes, so I missed something, definitely. Interesting. The funny thing is, I've basically failed to clear my name, at least for the first part. I guess I should have laid the blame towards my mother, but that would be very weird. I think I make this a one episode, and I will record another one straight from this, but I think this is a good... This is a little shorter, yes, but I think this is a one episode I will end here now. And, well, actually... No, I don't think... I'm sorry. I take it back. I will continue straight forward because I just realized only 1 hour just gone out. I didn't really accomplish that much. It should have been faster if I would be more observant with the Bible. Anyways, I'll take a quick break, which you won't notice, fortunately. And take some water. And we will continue and probably meet more people. But anyways, I'll be right back. And here I am back again. Let's see. I'm gonna just check my little notes I tried to scribble there. So we know that there's 3 persons with E letter at the moment. Emily and her twin sister, which might be dead. And she might be the contact with my mother, at least through the vision it seemed like she was the contact, so we'll see. It would be nice to see the body of the Adams, Mrs. Adams, but maybe she's dead, maybe she's not, but let's see what we can find out. And we unfortunately didn't level up. Manuscripts to equip 3. What do I want? Well, in that case, if I have 3 manuscripts, I'm gonna put... Oh, okay.
It's time I went back and joined everyone in the small salon.
I think I blew it again, but let's see. Yes, I should go to salon. Well, that makes it clear I can't go
You
there.
are expected in the small salon, sir.
Yes, I think I should hurry. But I'll take the cursor. Yeah, I can't go in there. Cursor check if I am allowed. Hopefully I don't. Where's the... Yeah, I can't go through there. Run. No, I can't enter there, so we are running like a madman. And this door is something I can't interact with at all. Oh. Yeah. Definitely can't enter there. So I think we are going downstairs and to the salon. But oh, I can't go through there. I have to go to the other stairs. Oh no. I have to hurry, I think. Here are the stairs and down we go.
Emily, I must speak to you.
What's the matter, Louis?
I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
It must have been Emma I saw in my vision.
I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay.
Don't send her on my mother's... I'll speak about the messages.
They kept up a secret correspondence, which makes me think they were suspicious of someone.
And did you find out who it was?
No, but von Volner is mentioned. They were planning to make a quick getaway and were looking to hide something beforehand.
Have you got these messages?
Do I want to... let's show her.
Yes. Go ahead, take a look.
I see. I must say, thanks for your honesty, Louis.
Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
My mother has kept me quite many secrets, so... I'm going to tell her.
Emily, there's something else.
Go on then.
It's about your sister. I don't know what happened exactly, but it's possible that my mother had a go at her.
I know, Louis. I found out that same evening. Well, thanks for not trying to hide it.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know if I could trust you. Now I know I can. It seems that your mother tricked Emma. She apparently asked her to hide an important book, so that even she wouldn't know where it was. And then she shot her like a dog to make sure no one would ever find it again.
Interesting, interesting. Does she know why? Who spoke to her about it?
How did you find out?
Sir Gregory told me on my arrival.
I'm sincerely sorry, Emily.
Thank you, Louis. But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
There must be an explanation, Emily.
That's what we shall see. Come, Louis. They're waiting for us.
But the question is... Yes, she was going to shoot her.
You were paid dearly, Peru. I'm sure you were involved somewhere along the line.
That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dearly.
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down. Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
What's going on here exactly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest.
But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
Why?
And what has Mr. Peru done to once again provoke someone's anger?
We don't really know just yet. I get the feeling it won't be long before it gets out.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds!
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis was guillotined.
What?
Oh, no.
The King of France is dead,
Long
gentlemen.
live the big
Our
king.
monarchies are in danger. I have said it before.
How dare they?
Oh, dear.
Oh, as if...
Gracious.
Friends, let us calm down.
Don't pretend to be surprised. He got a fair trial.
Ridiculous. Bastard. He was sentenced to death by 361 votes to 360. You beheaded a king for one vote. Is that your democracy?
What an obnoxious act. Until this anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please. Let us take a step back a moment.
In the name of holiness. He was the highest representative of God in France, Emily.
Let's go with
Gentlemen, Duchess, we're all among people of reputable company here. We should be able to manage the conflicts of our nations in a respectful and orderly manner.
I fully agree with you, sir.
But
That's enough, sir.
with whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Louis Maras de Richet.
Are you related to Sarah de Richet?
Sarah is his mother, Duke. Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise. Let's ensure that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Oh, rest assured. The response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace, here I was preparing to introduce you as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime, I shall leave you to get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
Okay, this is interesting. Godoy. Ah, my mother sent a letter to him, I think. Okay, invited by Sir Gregory home, Godoy arrived Lord Mortimer's manor with the firm intention of calming the expansionist desire of the United States of America on their continent. And my mother has corresponded with him. Can I? Unfortunately, I can't open these.
Could you spare a moment, please, sir?
I'm glad you asked. I want to talk to you too.
Of course.
Ah, Völner.
I heard about your mother's disappearance.
He looks concerned. I don't know why, but I doubt it's from sympathy alone. Well, let's see what he wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
Okay, I have to check. Do I know anything about... No, I don't know anything about Völner. I'll go with this.
Hear you speak, it sounds like you and my mother were close.
Let's say I hold your mother in high esteem, yes. We were even planning to work together.
That's what he was getting at.
Did she tell you about our arrangement?
Can I... Where do I see it? Okay, I have no idea.
The cat's out of the bag now. More or less, but please do refresh my memory.
Yes, of course.
Oh.
Nothing of great importance in itself. During one of our discussions, she spoke of an old book which might have been of interest to me. And she had agreed to let me have it.
A book about what?
Ancient occultism. As you are aware, I am a doctor of theology. You might have come across some old books in her belongings, perhaps?
Okay. I'm gonna check. So I don't know any. He looks obsessed. Make him talk about
as my mother's got so many old books. I'm afraid I won't be able to...
Oh, it's easy. You can't mistake this one. It's an ancient grimoire, composed of 7 parts. Each one is closed under lock and key. It was made in such a way that if someone tried to tamper with it, the sheets would be permanently tarnished. If you find it, you mustn't tamper with it. You see?
That's unusual.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that doesn't ring a bell. I'll look again, but I wouldn't get my hopes up. You seem very upset. Is it so important to you, this book?
Well, it's the search of a lifetime. What can I say? Every time I move closer to it, it seems to slip away at the last minute. I was very surprised to learn that your mother had it in her possession. I thought it was with a certain von Borchet in Paris. Do you know him?
Yes.
Indeed. One of your close friends?
No, not really, but we were close once. Precisely over the case that concerns us now, because he claimed to have the book I'm looking for.
Another dishonest person.
Ooh.
What can you say? Can't trust anyone these days, huh?
No, you can't.
I hope I've been able to satisfy your curiosity, Mr. von Volner, and that you succeed in finding what you're looking for.
Oh, and so do I.
And now, what if you told me who you really are working for, instead of keeping up this pretense?
I beg your pardon?
We both know what you're looking for, von Volner. You're the one who von Burchert was planning to sell it to.
For centuries, all those who have come into contact with the Al-Azif have bitterly regretted it, Monsieur de Richet. You are playing a dangerous game. Please know that I am working for someone who does not appreciate anyone poking around in his business.
Let me guess.
Oh no. Mortimer, Home, or King of Prussia? Well, anything I can. This is going to be very interesting. Johann Christopher Wellner is the Prussian Minister of Religion. Yes. Friend, of course, to Frederick William II of Prussia. Masonic Lodge. Convert his king to his point of view. So it seems like he is more of a charge then. Occult sciences and alchemy. He led war of religion in his country and fiercely combated the ideas of the Enlightenment. Friend of Sir Gregory Holm, von Werner. It could be Holm. They're at least friends. Okay, I'm gonna guess Holm.
It's Sir Gregory.
Correct. You ought to know then, he is not a man who likes to be duped. You are walking on thin ice, sir.
You better go and check out the painting in Lord Mortimer's study.
Okay, yes, we need to check that ASAP because I think I'm on a timetable. I would like to have some honey. Oh no, can you give me honey? Do you have honey?
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Help me out.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Golden.
You wouldn't have a little golden elixir I could use, would you?
Oh, unfortunately, sir, I have orders not to give any of that medicine to any of Lord Mortimer's guests. Some guests are here to follow a very strict treatment. Mixing or combining certain substances would be dangerous for sir.
No, 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 no. Okay. Okay, I take my leave then. I'm gonna just browse fast if I can, but I think I need to go to the study then. No, I can't. Where am I now? Okay, I know where I have to go. Let's go. Can I visit my room? And my room is... There's the Bonaparte's. Can't open it. My room is over there. Did I have honey? And can I enter? Oh. Let's see. Let's see. Run, run, run. No, I can't go in. So. I think that... Oh, where am I now? I'm here. Adam's room. Let's see. Let's see. I don't think I can enter there either, but... George Washington, yes. Was there anything there? There's a box. Can I open it? No. No, I cannot. So it seems the only way I can go at the moment is, of course, Mortimer's study. Is this a game between Mortimer and Holmes and we are just pawns? Who knows? Maybe we'll find out or end up dead. And up we go.
So, what did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare?
Well, we will find the painting, but also I want to check every collector's coins. Always lovely. I hope that's honey, because I do need it.
Golden elixir.
No, that wasn't honey.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
This shouldn't be as hard as it seems. Right. Okay, I wasn't going to change. Let's see. Okay, I'm absolutely... No. Oh. Actually... No. This is the what? Second letter. I am so... No.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
Any hints, perhaps? Okay. Let's see.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
I think I know. Yeah, the bloody statue. What? Handwritten note? Oh, it's this one. Yeah, the statue in the... Well, even in here, I should have guessed. I really should have guessed that earlier. He's... Okay, there's nothing there, and there's the painting, and but I would really like to have some honey.
Devil's thorn. I'll keep it.
That's not... Okay. Oh, sorry. Anything else?
The Book of the Mortimer family.
Okay.
The Book of the Mortimer family.
Okay. Okay. And anything? Oh, there's something. There's definitely something there. Water symbol. I have water and earth.
Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming.
Yes. So, onwards. Keeping on. Let's see. Yeah, we...
The Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens.
I'm more interested if I... Oh. Pretty bird.
It's a book on the history of the Crusades. I don't think it has any connection with my research.
At least not yet. Maybe later. Let's see.
It looks like a war painting. It's dated.
And it actually seems familiar. Oh yes, of course. You are giving everything else except...
No, what have we got here?
Oh, it looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it.
Okay, and Guido Poletti. Paintings that I sent you to for your temporary exhibition. Please note that they are part of my private collection and are dated according to the Freemasons calendar. A-L. Oh, in use at the time. Okay, Freemason calendar. Calendar. And A-L. A-L. As you may well have guessed, you must remember to subtract 4,000 years if you don't want the public to be surprised at the dating of the works. 4,000 years, okay. Hopefully I remember that. 4,000 years if you... No need to remind you that the Freemason year begins March, not January. Okay. Year starts March. Okay. Well, I should be more observant when I'm writing, so it really would help me when I need this. About the Longinus painting, I took the liberty to have the spare touched up so it better corresponds to the actual spare. I cannot urge you strongly enough to do the same for yours. Ah. Okay. Okay. Hopefully I made something clear notes. Is this accounts for the year? Lots and lots of money. Hopefully that's not important. What do we have here?
Let's take a closer look.
Okay. Let's take a chocolate.
Dark chocolate beans. Very bitter. They're greatly prized in high society.
Yes. I can't do anything else. But I do have it in my inventory. Is that honey? Please be honey. Oh yes, and we are using it right away, so we have something to work with. There's the painting. But I want to see the bird first. And what do we have here? Cherries? Red berries? Let's take them also. I guess we do need them.
Might come in handy.
I would guess. I would hazard to guess we will need them, and somehow I think it's connected to this little bird behind me. Come on. Leviathan. Okay, so I think it's... Can't... Oh, there. Of course, Hobbs. Did I? Yes. I saw that little glint there, and let's see the bird. Hello, bird.
A mina bird.
Speak.
Well, Waldo, is your master good?
Waldo, Waldo,
Yes, you are a very pretty boy.
Sarah de Riche? Waldo, you know Sarah?
Waldo, Waldo,
A mina bird.
Waldo,
Let's go with the red berries.
Waldo,
Well, Waldo, is your master good?
Waldo,
Okay.
I don't really know what I was expecting.
I'll give chocolate.
Oh, what have I done? It looks like I've killed him.
Whoops.
Oh, shit. I better not hang around.
Oh no. Oh no, sorry bird. My bad. Let's take that and let's...
The nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. Now just need to find out what she meant by go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think.
Okay.
There must be a mechanism somewhere.
Somewhere. Okay. So what we learned, don't feed chocolate to the bird. There's something. I'm sorry, bird. I think it's just sleeping. Oh, not the years.
Aha! I found it. Oh, what on earth is this? A ring lock now? Great. That's all I needed.
Find the code of the hidden door. Yes, we do need a code. So I... Okay, let's use vigilance.
Looks like there's a marker on number 1 on the second roller. Looks like there's a marker on number 1 on the second roller.
Second roller, okay.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
But we do need some year. There's a crusade book. Okay.
History of the First Crusades by Pierre Amédée de la Sarde. Hey, the dates indicate AL, and it looks like 4,000 years have been added to our calendar. Oh, that counting system again.
Okay. Okay. Are we going with... Oh no. I really wish I had more honey. Oh! But the second roller is number 1. So it has to be... Difficulty 1, difficulty 2, occultism.
The author is Pierre Amédée de la Sarde, none other than the Grand Master of the Masonic Lodge of Paris.
Okay.
Now I understand why the dates are offset. He's using dates based on the Anno Lucis, year 0 of the Masonic calendar, by adding 4,000 years to the Gregorian calendar. But I thought that calendar starts in March.
Okay, so it starts in March, and but the problem is, okay.
The famous call from Pope Gregory VIII in his Audita Tremendi Bull of 5,187. Oh, the crusade where Richard the Lionhearted distinguished himself. It states the first sea blockade of Saint-Jean d'Acre was broken in the 12th month of 5,190 AL, whereas the siege had been going on for 2 years.
Okay.
Or how Louis VII, King of France, eager to be pardoned for the death of thousands of innocent people in the fire of the Church of Vitry, convinces the Pope to authorize him to lead his own crusade. The result, in Germany, a new outburst of violence against the Jewish community, and a monumental fiasco by poor Louis VII, cuckolded by his wife's uncle.
And what else?
The famous call of Pope Urban II. 20 years after the capture of Jerusalem from the Arabs by the Turks, Urban II convened the council. He promises a plenary indulgence to Christians who go and get Jerusalem back from the Turks. The result, the Jewish community on the road to Jerusalem found itself persecuted for no reason. 12,000 Jews would perish. Not to mention the massacre of Ma'ara, where acts of cannibalism by Frankish crusaders were reported, or even the capture of Jerusalem, where approximately 30,000 were left dead. It signaled the beginning of centuries of wars of religion.
Okay. But it has to be one number,
The famous call from Pope Gregory VIII in his Audita Tremendi Bull of 5,187. Oh, the crusade where Richard the Lionhearted distinguished himself. It states the first sea blockade of Saint-Jean d'Acre was broken in the 12th month of 5,190 AL, whereas the siege had been going on for 2 years.
Okay. We got 2 numbers, I guess.
The author is Pierre Amédée de Nassau,
Yeah,
other than the Grand Master of the Masonic Lodge of Paris.
Thank you.
Now I understand why the dates are offset. He's using dates based on the Anno Lucis,
yes,
year 0 of the Masonic calendar, by adding 4,000 years to the Gregorian calendar. But I thought that calendar starts in March.
Okay. Does that help me?
Hey, there are 2 dates on this painting.
Okay.
1154 AD and 5,154 AL.
Interesting. So that is actually the same number, but yeah. Okay, let's check the numbers again. We have few numbers we could use.
Hey, there are 2 dates on this painting. 1154 AD and 5,154 AL.
Okay. Did I? No.
No, what have we got here? Oh, it looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it.
So I do know that number 1 has to be second, I guess. Unfortunately, we already have 4 numbers for that. Or
a painting depicting the Third Crusade. It's titled Winter Before the Fall of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Link to readings.
I get the impression I've seen that before. In fact, I've read something on the Crusades before in the study. He clearly loves the subject.
Yes, it's the Crusade book we just had in our hand.
William Alexander Mortimer I, the 12th month of Anno Lucis, 5,190. That's a funny date.
We already know.
That date in 5,000 is something again. I wonder what in the world it means.
We know the date system, but the problem is... Oh.
This painting isn't finished. And it looks like Mortimer probably did it. Not bad, but you can't exactly say it's been done in the style of the period.
So...
Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens.
Can't analyze anything. Any more paintings? I'm a little sorry about the bird. That was not my intention. Yes, it's definitely the dates, but the problem is...
This painting isn't finished.
Okay.
And it looks like Mortimer probably did it. Not bad, but you can't exactly say it's been done in the style of the period.
So now that I know...
History of the First Crusades by Pierre Amédée de la Sarde. Hey, the dates indicate AL,
Yep.
and it looks like 4,000 years have been added to our calendar. Oh, that counting system again.
Yes, but the problem is... Can I...
The Crusades took place not long after the year 1000. Here all the dates say 5,000 and something. I'm guessing this dating system begins 4,000 years before the calendar that we use. Yet, I'm getting the feeling that there's something else, another small detail, but what is it?
The month, but... But the problem is, which is the most important thing in... Okay. There was about something about the month that it starts March, and
Hey, there are two dates on this painting. 1154 AD and 5154 AL.
what happens if I just put 1154? Come on, come on. I guess it's not this one, but
well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm gonna use this, and I want to...
It's a complex mechanism. Looks like the third ring is a bit seized up. It gets stuck on number 9.
9. Okay. So we... Okay. So it's 1 and 9. What were the... Let's try with this as a 0, because there are a few of those.
Doesn't work, damn it. I really thought I was close. 1190. Isn't the right date when you subtract 4,000? I must have missed a subtlety.
Oh, yeah, I have two numbers with 5190, so it's 1190, but the month chain, because the year starts in different month, we know that 9 has to be the second last, so 1191. Yes.
Open sesame.
Not the most elegant way I solved that puzzle, but at least we made progress.
Let's see what you've been hiding, Lord Murderer.
Okay, and yeah, just put every number up which were there, and of course now we know that is done, so we don't need that anymore. Dear Lord Mortimer, I'm writing to ask you to persuade the President Washington not to sign the Fugitive Slave Act as it stands. We must absolutely legislate on national level and not allow every state to choose their policy regarding slaves. It was initially intended to resolve a conflict between Pennsylvania and Virginia. By signing it, we risk legislating the hunting of blacks. More and more men of little faith are becoming slave hunters, and unable to find any slaves on the run, they kidnap the first black they come across, which they pass off as the wanted runaway. The situation threatens to quickly degenerate. Thank you in advance, your friend John Adams. Postscriptum. Say hello to my daughter Elizabeth for me. Okay. So, although Mortimer helped Washington, yeah, well, he has games. He plays games. Okay, and there's a map and something else also. Royal jelly, eating straight away. My lord, I hope this letter will reach you. My hours are numbered. My printing house has been confiscated and I'm imprisoned in the fortress of Schlüsselburg. If by chance you could intervene in my favor, I would be eternally in your debt. The Tsarina Catherine should not be long in banning all Golden Order lodges from her territory. Our horizon has become considerably darker. In the hope that you can help me, your friend Nikolai Novikov. Okay. Map of Africa. I could use...
It shows the forces present in Africa. This is unexpected activity in this sector. It looks like there are also many unknowns, even for Mortimer.
Okay, interesting. I could use... The next skill level is free, but I would like to have few of them because I don't have so much jelly anymore.
Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Tremor. He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in. And goes on, there are hundreds of good ways to live life, but you only need one to convince the masses that it's the only one possible. The author isn't letting any ethical principles get in his way, is he?
No, and interesting idea. Did my mother was my mother as cruel as Elizabeth Adams? Let me understand, or was she brainwashed to think that? I don't know. What trait I got? I have theology and point occultism, and vigilance cost one more effort. Oh, right. That was bad thing. Okay, what do we have here? The gift has been delivered. Timur Shah Durrani, King of Afghanistan, of Punjab, of Sindh, of Mashhad and Kashmir, should not retain his title much longer. His son Zaman will succeed him as planned. We will then be able to resume negotiation. K. K. Any first name? Well, I was... What? Okay. Map of Americas.
This shows the forces present in America.
Okay. That doesn't surprise that much. My dear friend, with thanks for your services rendered and help in the fight against the Spanish and the conquest of Oran, a ship bound for Marseille in France has been chartered. Hidden aboard are few corpses infected with plague that is decimating our country at this moment in time. Be very careful when handling these boxes, because if inadvertently opened, you risk spreading the disease all over France. Mohamed El Kebir. What are you doing, Mortimer? What is your game? What is your angle? My dear friend, as I desired, I have been able to gather together my friends to sign the agreement you proposed. This agreement shall be known as the Buttonwood Agreement. If you recall the place where we gathered when you met us for the first time, you will understand why this name was given. Okay. Please find enclosed a list of my colleagues: Leonard Bleeker, Hugh Smith, Armstrong and Barnwell, Samuel March, Andrew D. Barkley, Benjamin Seixas, John Henry, John Bush, David Reedy. Thanks for your help. We shall soon be able to meet my place, Tontine Coffee House. I look forward to seeing you as soon as possible. Hugh Smith. Okay. Okay. There's definitely something important, and most likely there also. Before that, my dear friend, thank you for your words, and I do understand your situation. I regret having to confront you militarily, but if the situation obliges me to declare war, then do what you think fit. Under your advisement, and with very hard, I am off to meet up with the coalition that opposes you, in the hope of serving you again. George, King of Hanover, King of United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. What else? It's a map of Britain. Map, Europe, of course.
It shows the forces present in Europe. It's clear that France is surrounded by her enemies. However, a large number has been underlined in bold. 26 million. I know what it is. It's an estimation of my country's population. All our neighbors have far fewer inhabitants.
Interesting. And what else? William, whatever your projects, it would seem that our father is against leaving you with a grip on Europe. Russia will soon commit itself to the coalition against your dear France. Don't think you can resist for long. I beseech you, William, not to persist. You are tearing our family apart. Your loving brother, G. P.S. I shall come to your conference, but do you think that holding it at the present moment is conductive? So William is doing something very naughty. G. Manuel Godoy, maybe. Oh. My dearest Lord Mortimer, as a friend of China, rest assured that you will be rewarded for your information. You need not worry about the scheming against us from Great Britain. Their representative, Mr. McCartney, will leave with no hope of any arrangements involving us. Your friend John Long, Emperor of Qing Dynasty. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I probably did.
It's locked.
It is locked. And Devil's Stone. Oh, but I'm Sir, your plans to intervene in Belgium are to go ahead as set down. I am to occupy the Prussian army. Your delivery of cannons to Valmy has ensured our victory. As agreed, I have notified the King of Prussia of the invasion plans of Castilian Army of the North. I will keep Austrians out of Belgium. I am to quickly return to Paris, and as I sense the fate of our King Louis is about to be decided dishonorably, and it is impossible for me not to intervene. Should you have any missives to give to me, I invite you to go by, as per usual, our friend Monsieur Perrault. Sincerely yours, Charles-Francois Dumery, General of the Army of the North. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. He's playing interesting game. Basically, it feels like he's pitting people against each other. It reminds me of the Sherlock Holmes. So, what do we have here?
A fine-looking map of the Orient, indeed.
Okay. And my dearest Lord Mortimer, I regret to inform you that it will soon be impossible to ignore pressure from Russians. The Tsarina Catherine has every intention of supporting the Count of Provence and will recognize him as the regent of the Kingdom of France. Once King Louis has disappeared from the political stage. I'm sorry to announce the bad news, but expect dark times ahead. Your friend Elfried Bauer. So for Mortimer, it didn't come as a surprise that King Louis died. There were signs all over the place. Basically, I think he was waiting for it. And let us see if you have the courage to face me alone. That's a threat. Is that a message to my mother or a message from my mother?
This is my mother's writing. I've picked up her trail. What is she up to?
Obviously, she wants to lure Mortimer somewhere, but where?
That is a good question.
The only clue she's left for Mortimer is his stone sword. It must be intentional. It looks like a decorative sword, like from a statue, for example. And judging by the state of it, I'm guessing it's been left outside for a long time.
Probably in the garden.
Got to find out where it came from.
Okay, and I want to check. No, I still not do that because I want to. I saw something there. Or did it take it through the? I think it. Yeah. Okay. It was through the.
Preservation using formaldehyde. Just as disgusting as ever.
Well, it can be. De humani corporis fabrica. And I'm not going to try to even translate that. Right.
Something strange about this table.
Well, let's look things.
The Little Surgeon's Perfect Collection.
Yes. Science. Do I want... Discover immunity. Where's Mortimer? Well, of course, obviously. Well, not obviously, but yes.
Looks like obsidian or onyx. It must weigh a ton. Looks like obsidian or onyx. It must weigh a ton.
Yes, it must. And feathers.
These are feathers. Pigeon, probably.
Oh, the dead bird. Sorry. Oh, I think...
A skeleton by the name of Gustav, if the plaque on the plinth is anything to go by. Mortimer's given a name to his anatomy skeleton. That's morbid.
And the
his right hand is missing.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
Feathers.
Yes, feathers.
Pigeon, probably.
And a letter. Dear Lord Mortimer, as agreed, I have changed your old lock for one of my inventions. Drawing inspiration from your doctor friend, Mr. Guillotine. Guillotine. So the guy who actually invented the killer. Okay. Here is the model of your new lock, if you appreciate my prototype. It is difficult to imagine how it all fits together, but it will be located in the middle of the present door. The aim being to alter nothing of the door functionality, but add a bit of spice. Depending on the lineup of the wheels, the aforementioned lock will open or will punish the snooper whose fate is not strong enough. I called my invention the Judgment of Fate, because if a snooper is unable to resist opening it, they will be punished. I hope you appreciate the irony of the situation. Gustav Monstrat, a master architect. Interesting. So basically you stick your hand in it and you lose it, I guess, because Gustav here has missing the right hand, and if I remember correctly, my mother also missed her hand in my vision. So alter nothing of the door's functionality, but add a bit of spice. Depending on the lineup of the wheels, the aforementioned lock will open. So it's a hand guillotine, or cigar cutter. And yeah, if I guess the combination wrong, I lose my hand. Again, like my mother. Dear friend, who is the most admirable of the Olympians? None other than the king of the gods, of course. Unlike his father Kronos, he learned to make equal use of his strength and wisdom. Instead of fearing the power of his children and brothers, he accepted to share the world with them. Men fear his thunder and praise his justice. He reigns but doesn't dominate. Somebody really do like Zeus. Oh, I'm stuck. I can't go to there. I do need to get some water soon. Okay.
That must be for writing the homing pigeon messages.
Okay, so I can't do anything with them, I guess. Oh.
An iron mask. I wonder who it's for.
Oh, is that the man in the iron mask in the French dungeon? Bastille? Bastille? I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry. Lord Mortimer, the tiger is dying. On your demand, I have attacked Travancore and personally cut the throats of as many Englishmen as possible, though without help from the French. I cannot hold them off much longer. My forces are rapidly diminishing in spite of your new rockets. Help us, Tipu Shahib, Sultan of Mysore. Sultan. Cards.
Look, a pack of tarot cards. Has he been reading the cards? Mortimer? That would surprise me.
Let's read the draw.
It is a typical draw on a line that answers a specific question. To the left, Temperance. That announces a reward for one who patiently waits before taking any action. And in the middle, the Chariot, which symbolizes triumph and business success. To the right, the Emperor evokes a future full of power and stability.
Can I see the cards one more time?
Look, a pack of tarot cards. Has he been reading the cards? Mortimer? That would surprise me.
What was it? I'm gonna check it once
It is
more.
a typical draw on a line that answers a specific question. To the left, temperance, that announces a reward for one who patiently waits before taking any action. And in the middle, the chariot, which symbolizes triumph and business success. To the right, the emperor evokes a future full of power and stability.
I wanted to see it again because there were numbers on those cards. I think it was 14, 7, and 4. I don't know if it's gonna play any part, but I don't take any chances.
Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for. I'm a little surprised at Mortimer. I didn't seem as the type to be organizing little pagan parties, invoking occult powers, and dancing naked under the full moon. I'm more used to seeing cheap charms like this sold by charlatans in Pré Saint-Gervais.
Okay, and what do we have here?
3 rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long.
Yeah, they might be the nails that were used to crucify Jesus. If we are going by with Mortimer having different stuff, so that could be one of those relics. Fake relics, of course, but he has lots of them, like the golden fleece. So, what do we have here? Okay, Carmelite water, lovely. Because that is actually lifesaver at some points. And dear Lord Mortimer, be assured of my entire devotion. As agreed, the Vendée peasantry will soon rise up. My network is striving to increase the pressure on the masses. The decision of the assembly, which consists of voting the civil constitution of the clergy, is inflaming the region. The people overwhelmingly reject the priests and swear loyalty to the state. If you could ensure the convention will administer the final blow to the people, the issue will be resolved. Without wishing to direct you, a forced recruitment for a faraway conflict would be a perfect way to arouse the people, definitely. Your devoted servant, François Athanase Charette de la Contrie. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I actually don't speak French at all, so I most likely destroyed that wholly and totally. Key with fire symbols. So I have fire, water, and earth, I guess. Fire, water, and earth. But I'm missing the air. Oh.
Am I seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope? Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of science. Even at the Order, it took us ages to get one of those.
So, any new? Yeah, we do know he's immune to science. Science, of course. But not occult. Maybe. There's... Is that... royal jelly. Eat it. Just stuff it in your mouth. My dearest friend, our plans are going ahead wonderfully well. The Coinage Act has been voted. Your project of founding the very first Bank of America should not be delayed and will probably be called Union Bank. As for the construction of the White House, it is still tied to begin in October. I will accept no delays. You can trust me on this. I hope to see you soon, Thomas Jefferson, Secretary of State. Okay. I'm gonna take the cue and let's see.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Well, I don't understand the right key. I'm gonna use... Okay. Okay, I go. See, I'm not sure if that was a... If that was... Okay, I got water symbol still. I got earth and... What? I have 2 water symbols, 1 earth, but I lost the fire. So if I had air, I guess I don't have to use the... Okay. I don't know about those collector coins, because although they are really nice, I still don't see if there's any actual use in the game, except of course to be a collection items. Have I missed anything? Most likely. Oh, alchemical table of symbols. So basically, is that a
table of alchemical elements? So, Lord Mortimer also studies alchemy? It seems like he's interested in everything.
Well, that we could have already almost... No. What trait did I get? Where? Methodical. You thoroughly searched Lord Mortimer's study. Well, that answers that question then. So, I guess I have checked everything. So we found the stone sword, and I'm pretty sure
it's locked.
It's most likely in the garden. Oh, I really feel bad for the bird.
Oh shit. How am I gonna get out of here now?
Find a way out. Do I... Oh. Bollocks. So I don't think...
It's locked.
Yes, of course it's locked. Okay, I think I have to put the code in. What was the numbers? If I remember correctly. Let's see. So it was 1191. But
this looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
yes. I'm guessing it's... I'm gonna make one assumption. Most likely wrong, but I tried one. Come on. One. Let's see. Oh. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
I'm guessing this will not work.
Whoa, whoa. If the grid closes a bit more every time I enter a wrong date, I'd better not mess up again. It doesn't seem to be working.
Okay. So, no guessing then.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Examine the lever.
Looks like the same as the one on the other side. It looks too easy. It could be a trap.
Science locked. Do I think about the mechanisms as a whole? So, what? Wait a minute. But this can't be 9. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 1, 1. Oh, they are upside down, but so I think I have to get those numbers on the other side. Well, basically that 1191 on the other side, like I had it when I opened it. Okay, easier said than done. Well, I don't know how many. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. But where's the 1 now? Yeah. Oh, so they are... Okay. Is it 5 times? Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be half. Yes. Because there's a 1 to 0, so half the number, so 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, if I'm counting correctly, now on the other side should be 1, 1, 9, 1. exactly the same as I entered here. Hopefully. Let's see. Let's see.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
What happens if I get it wrong? Lower. Ooh. Ho 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 ho.
Well, I better not dwell on it then.
Okay, Master Escape. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That went actually better than I thought it would go. Find out the origin of the sword left by your mother. Well, I don't think it's around here, so I think I have to leave. If this ends this chapter, I think I'll end the recording. If not, I will continue. I don't believe that you need a sword, no. And, oh, it was weathered outside, so it's the garden, definitely. Oh, oh. Whoa, what did I fail? Yeah, yes. I could have met Peru under strange circumstances. Could I have met him somewhere? No idea. But... yeah, if I play this again, and when I play this again, I'm not going to poison the poor Waldo. If I regret any decisions in this game, I probably regret that one. So, okay, I'll go forward and probably just level up and whatnot, and I put the points in, and let's see. Do I get another level? Come on. Oh, bollocks. I would enjoy another level, but no can do. 4 points, 4 points. What do I do? What do I do? I think I was saying I would put the logistics up. That mean I use 3 points. I would have 1 point available. What else I could do? Actually, I could get subterfuge on a level 2. But 1, 2, 3, 4. I could get conviction on level 2. This is problematic because I'm a little worried that if I spread too much points here and there, 1 point here, 1 point here, I really don't accomplish that much. Although subterfuge level 2 would be really nice. Occultism, maybe, that too. But also I would like to put points on these. Okay, I can get this also level 2. Decisions. Do I want to get some of these on level 2? Okay, I'm gonna put this logic definitely on the level 2. Now, where would I put 1 point? Let's say I get 4 points next time. Ah. 3 points. 3 points. So basically, any one of these would mean I need 3 points to level up, so that means I would have 1 point to go. So it really doesn't matter if I put a point in here and use the whole 4 points on next time if I want to level these up. If I put point one of these, I'm gonna put the point in questioning. I don't know if that's actually helpful at all, but let's go with that. I'm validating that. Manuscripts to equip. I'm thinking I've been missing something now. I'm probably not science, linguistics, and erudition. Where would I logically want points? What do I have? I have a feeling yes, I haven't apparently used this, so that's a little problematic for my I really cocked it up with those books. I was afraid of that. Do I want science, linguistics, erudition? Level. Conviction, etiquette. Science, linguistics, erudition. No. I can't use those yet. Conviction. What? Politics. Actually, this would level up politics if I... Well, no. No. Diversion. Hellalala. Yeah, it's not a good thing that I really cocked it up with these books. I'm kicking myself. Check out the big brains on bread. I could get 3 points in science in one go. Let's go with that. So we go with those.
This note is about a meeting with Lord Mortimer. There's no doubt about it. All right, I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
Okay, this is the end of this episode. This is a little longer episode, and unfortunately, yes, I apologize. I really effed it up with those books. I was worried about that. I didn't realize you have to, yeah. Anyways, we are making progress here, and this is very interesting game, and most likely I will play it again. I don't know if I'm making recordings, maybe not, but this has been very interesting game, and I think I just let's go save and return to main menu. Yes. So I will end this chapter now and take a little break, maybe record something later. But I hope you enjoyed this. I get a little lucky with some of those things, and not so lucky with some other things. And I'm still sad about Waldo. Oh, really? Don't feed chocolate to the bird if you play next time. But anyways, I will see you next time, and until then, goodbye.